up? Is your boys? It's the Quarators boys.
It's Quarators. What's up? I'm Jeremy. This is Alex. This is Waffles. This is the three boys.
Waffles the Caddies here producing the show. We're here. We're the only ones on Quora.
We're the only Quora podcast.
We're the only Quora podcast, and we love to go on there. Make sure to ring that bell.
We're the only podcast, I think, on the internet. I don't think there's any internet podcast. Most podcasts, they go on the internet and they go, this is pretty normal.
Yeah, or they look at it and they say too advanced.
Too advanced.
I don't know what's going on. I can't tell what's going on.
You know what I like is not just my internet being advanced, but my combat being evolved.
That's so weird.
I love it when my combat is evolved.
You're such a freak.
Yeah,
You're such a freakazoid for that.
Thanks.
Oh my God. I myself am at like kind of a standard level of combat. And I haven't ever moved beyond that.
You prefer your Warfare Modern.
Yeah. I don't know. I get a gun. I shoot my enemies with it.
And it's got needles in it?
No, just like regular, just like.
But
you go to the store, one gun, please.
The bullets aren't needles that they walk into a body and explode?
No, these are. I mean, I don't think technology for
I guess that's just
really
too
come around
evolved
this
for
way.
you.
That's really interesting.
Alex is a combat creationist.
That's correct. And I'm not going to ask what that means, and we are going to move on. This is a very exciting week. Listeners have been writing in, demanding this episode. They've been saying, when is it going to happen? How long do we have to wait? There's a special episode coming up. It's all Master Chief questions. Questions involving the Halo protagonist Master Chief and his role on Quora.com.
What's funny to me is I think there are listeners who write in and demand episodes, but I don't know if anyone's demanding the Master Chief one.
Well, I don't know if I've heard that. I've actually seen a lot of the people demanding it, so that's the first one we're doing.
I feel like the one that I keep seeing that I'm just like, I don't know what to say about that, is people keep being like, when is Muslim Jeremy going to show up? And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do with this.
A lot of Muslim fans are looking for representation on the show, and we will not give it to them. Unfortunately.
Where is Muslim Jeremy?
Well, if this one goes well, maybe Muslim Jeremy drops by later. Maybe fingers crossed.
Inshallah.
You've stayed a good behavior. We see what happens. So we are going to do a themed Quora dive this week, and I'm very excited to get into that. But before we do that, we got to follow up on our Quora from last week.
That's true. That's what we do. Last time on Quarators, I don't think anyone answered it, so it's not...
No one answered it? No, because we had some question that was like our best performing question of all time.
We did?
Oh, you know what it is? Okay, so we banked 2 last time, and we have to go back and check both answers.
Yeah.
Because King Cops Be Gamers didn't have any
Unfortunately, King Cops Be Gamers has, I think, only been answered by our listeners.
Scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
If you must answer our question, please say scrambled eggs.
This one doesn't have scrambled.
Also, finish the fight as
well.
Finish
the fight. Yeah, these all have scrambled eggs in it. Thank you for those answers. They're all they're all fun.
Jeremy loves them.
I love those answers. Some good 40% jokes in there. Some dog killing jokes.
Really good stuff. Be sure to go check out that Quora on
last week we asked, is a movie about a chimp who learns karate a good idea? And I don't think anyone answered that either. But I do think it is a good idea. So
these are all scrambled eggs ones again?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
thanks for listening to the podcast.
And I guess thank you for listening to the podcast. I'm sorry we're such freaking losers. No one will answer.
We can't. I don't know. We were on like a hot streak for a little bit.
Do you think it's maybe because we've turned away from the one true faith of Islam?
I'll say this. I think I know what the topic of our question is going to be at the end of the episode.
I think I know, and that is Master Chief.
Islam. Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. Let's see if we... I challenge you to remember we were talking about Islam for even a minute by the end of this.
All right.
After we cram your stupid... Your freaking brain meat full of Master Chief for an hour. But
I'm excited about this.
So here's how we found these questions. You're not going to believe it. I went on Quora, and I put in the words Master Chief. And I put in roughly half of the answers or half of the questions into our playlist. And I don't know if we'll be spending a lot of time on each one or just 15 seconds per question, but it should work either way. I got a lot of them.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. Do you have any thoughts on Master Chief before we start? You ever use Master Chief? What's your relationship to Master Chief like?
Jeez.
Have you played a Halo game?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask this. I mean, I know the guy.
Have you played?
I played Halo. Like I didn't have an Xbox growing up. I was kind of scared of the kids who were playing Halo because they seemed so elite. And
I would bite kids.
You would bite kids?
No, I don't know. It just seems like a thing that an Xbox kid would do.
Yeah, no, but that's worth digging into here. Like, what in the Xbox brand makes you like? I think of Xbox, I think of Mountain Dew.
Sure.
I think of like electricity and neon.
Yeah. I did have a lot of electricity.
Yeah.
I was big into having lights.
Marvel villains. I think of I think of Venom playing on an Xbox.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah. Not as cool as Master Chief.
No.
Who I know virtually nothing about.
But what if Master Chief got the symbiote? Now that would be interesting. Now that's a topic.
But does he do things like that already? Here's the thing, and this is why I think this is going to be an interesting back and forth for this episode.
Okay.
I know nothing about Master Chief.
And I know a little bit about Master Chief.
I think you are underselling your knowledge of Master Chief based on every conversation we have ever had.
Well,
but
I mean,
see.
You know where they say like Elon Musk is like a dumb person's idea of a smart person?
Uh-huh.
I am like a non-Master Chief knower's idea of a Master Chief knower.
Really?
That's what I think. And I think that makes sense to a lot of people.
It makes sense to a lot of people.
I think people are listening
you have
and
a
watching
very
and nodding.
healthy brain.
Going, that's right.
That's right.
That's correct.
He doesn't know as much as others. He's like a regular hot guy.
I haven't. Oh yeah. A lot of people say he's too hot to know about Master Chief, and I go, well, I'm also a little bit of a nerd.
I take time between crunches to look up lore.
It's me and Henry Cavill. We're like,
Two hot guys.
I'm a hot guy, but I also like to game a little
New character,
bit.
Jewish Henry Cavill. I enjoy The Witcher at times.
Jewish anything is funny to me. It's always a little funny.
It's an attainable impression, and that's what we like about it.
And we're allowed to do it.
And we're both allowed to do it through the covenant of marriage.
Until John Mulaney gets canceled for doing Oh Hello, we can do it.
Thank God that hasn't happened. Okay. Well, we've avoided Master Chief.
Okay, let's talk about the first question.
Question number one.
Question number one. Is Master Chief overrated? Boom. I'd say no. He's sick as hell, dude.
Yeah, I would say no right away.
What does that mean, overrated?
Okay, so
in what sense? How is he rated?
Tell me, in the game, he saves the world from aliens.
The fight.
Could you just like quickly give me the plot of? I don't understand what happens in Halo.
I don't know that much about Halo.
The
but this
amount
is
you are covering for this.
This is my understanding.
When you clearly know.
Master Chief, they rip off Ender's Game. So the idea is that like the government is fighting the Covenant, which is a group of aliens who are like a religious group, right? Because of the... God, there's this whole group of people called the Forerunners, and they were first, and then they created the Halo devices, and they used that to kill all of the zombie guys called the Flood. And then the Forerunners are like people.
What are Halo devices?
Halo devices are these giant rings that are basically planets, but they're also a weapon.
Oh no!
So anyway, we're in this long war with this alien group called the Covenant, which is a bunch of different races that all believe in the same shit.
Oh, they sound like they got a better thing going on than we do.
They have a fake religion where there's they believe the Halo rings are like not a weapon or something.
They don't even know Jesus is Lord.
They don't even know Jesus is Lord. So the humans, they start just taking kids and they train them to be super soldiers.
Okay.
And they do that by elongating their bodies.
And we were talking about this off mic, that Ender's Game is very homoerotic.
We were talking about how homoerotic
by a homophobe.
Ender's Game is.
First of all, it's Tom Clancy for children.
Yes.
Second of all, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Third of all, it's the perfect book to read when you're a 12-year-old boy about like, if I got in a shower fight with a big bad guy, I'd freaking punch his brain in.
Yeah. I think
I'd punch his nose into his brain.
When you're a little kid, a lot of teachers will like be like, you are a special, smart little boy.
Wow.
And
hey, Jeremy, you're not like the others.
Yeah. And then you read but you know deep down that that's not true. And then you read Ender's Game and you're like, what if I saved the world?
They were right.
What if I used math to beat someone up?
But I'd feel so bad about it. Spoilers for Ender's Game this episode, by the way.
So anyway, the government, they like open up your legs and they elongate your body and shit. And that's the Spartan
They open up your legs?
Yeah.
What are they, atheists?
Wait, what?
Because they spread their legs for anybody because they don't go to church. Hey, ring that bell. Slam that subscribe button because this is the kind of thing we do every week. Also, tell women about our podcast because I've been getting these numbers back and it's like I don't feel like it's that bad, you know? Like I feel like anyone could listen. It doesn't have to be men of a certain age.
Yeah, it really is mostly men. The numbers are shocking. Like you'll be like,
They're conclusive.
I don't know, what is it, 70-30? And then you'll look at it and be like, this episode had 98% male listeners. And you're like, that can't be right.
How did we had Katie here? It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense. Anyway, yeah, tell me more about
if you're
the
a new
origin
listener
of
of the
Halo.
podcast, welcome.
The Halo weapons are planets, but they're also weapons.
They're made by the Forerunners.
They're made by the Forerunners.
You know what always pissed me off about Halo?
Is
that the
first
alien
of all, Jeremy,
race,
tell me.
there's this alien race called the Forerunners, and they're the ancient race that came before all this stuff, right? Which makes sense. Drop on, honey. Okay, fair enough. So we called them the Forerunners because they came before us.
Okay.
Right? This makes sense.
First of all, can I just say golden stand-up bit right here?
Who are these people?
Why did we call them the Forerunners before what?
What do they call us?
What are we talking
The
about?
After Runners. Where are they running to?
Where are we running?
Are they running for president?
Are
I
we
don't
running
know.
from a needler's blast?
What pisses me off about this, what grinds my gears about the Forerunners, is that in Halo 4, when 343 comes and takes the series away and makes it bad, they show the Forerunners. They call themselves the Forerunners.
I thought people liked Halo 4.
No, they don't.
Or is that different from Halo Reach?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
The Forerunners
Yeah,
call
you know
themselves the
nothing about this.
I never played 4 and 5.
Okay, all right.
But I believe they call themselves the Forerunners, and it pisses me off. It's like,
Yeah.
what are you before?
Well, anytime you have a trilogy and then people keep adding things after, it's like,
Yeah.
but it's you
And
do
the main
three.
company that
You do
made the
3 of them.
games were like, we're done with this. And some other company was like, we'll do them.
What if I shot you with a space gun?
Yeah.
All right, so again, the plot of Halo is it's Ender's Game, but it's an alien war.
Anyway, there's all
And you
these
shoot them
different
with
Spartans
guns.
that are super soldiers, and Master Chief is the leader of them.
Why is he the leader of them?
Because he's the bravest of them.
And is that overrated?
No, he's cool.
What makes him the leader? Like
He's like the best one.
but like how did who's promotes him? Are there
the-
people who aren't Master Chief?
Yeah.
There are humans who aren't Master Chief.
Yeah, he's a soldier in a big war. He's like a famous guy in the games. So like when
wow.
so you'll show up to places and
Wow.
all the humans are like, "Oh shit, it's the Master Chief."
Oh my god.
And people are like, "You're so cool." And then one thing that's really fun that you can do is you can trade weapons with the humans. But
Really?
if like the UI is being annoying and they're not giving you the weapon right away, you can just kill them
Oh.
and take their weapons.
That is so cool.
So sometimes someone will be like, "Oh my god, it's the,"
Yeah.
and you shoot him in the
Oh my
face, and
God.
you're like, "I wanted a battle rifle."
What I appreciate about the series is it does not at all belittle the ravages of war and the fear people would have of the Master Chief. That he would appear and you would have like the same fear a cow has
Right.
when a human walks in a room.
Right.
Because they sound like they're no longer people.
Yeah, they're very tall.
The Spartans.
They're like
They're
9
tall?
feet tall.
From what you've told me on the show and regarding the silverback gorilla question, I don't know if we're tagging that in this YouTube video, but they are around as strong as a gorilla.
Sure.
And so I would be afraid of them that they would shoot me with a gun.
Yeah.
A, that my guns would be too small for them. Or that they would, pillage my village.
Well, no, he's a hero who just wants to finish the fight against the
I
aliens.
think that's so great.
He
Also,
wants to do
okay,
one
wait.
thing, and it's give the Covenant back his bomb.
Yo,
What's up?
wait, though. Master Chief.
Yeah.
Do they is there anything bad about being Master Chief? Like, do they
No.
wipe your brain or anything?
No.
It's nothing but
There's
nothing
no,
but blowjays
there's
and
pretty much-
needlers.
There's like no satire in Halo as far as
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I think like the thing that's bad about being Master Chief is that like you're just kind of like lonely probably. You're like, damn, I'm always being Master Chief.
Okay, well, we'll get into
But
that
they
in
don't
other
get into that
questions.
in the games at all. They're kind of just like every time someone sees you, they're like, "Oh my god, I love you. You're Master Chief.
Yep. Oh my God. Oh, it's Master Chief.
Is this listenable for people?
No, yeah, no. The people love this.
Okay.
This is our first episode that has women listeners.
If this is your first time listening to Quarators, I just want to say,
Ring that bell.
ring that bell. Welcome to the pod.
It's like this every time. That's what I want to say.
All right, well, let's read this answer.
I just want to say definitively, from what you've told me, he is not overrated.
No, he's not overrated.
He's
at
the
all. He's a
real deal.
guy.
He's really cool.
He's so fucking sick.
Oh, I wish I was him.
All right. Baron says, as someone who prides himself on being the biggest Halo nerd, yeah, he kind of is.
Woo!
But only by today's standards. What does that
Okay.
mean? Dude, in the 50s, you could be Master Chief all you wanted. It was cool back then.
You could support a whole family on being Master
Now
Chief.
with Me Too. The only time he is ever a character and not just a cool dude is in the books and in Halo 4. Even if you read all the books, you'll notice that he's kind of a Gary Sue. He's given the trait of luck, which effectively means he can BS his way out of any situation because he's lucky. Yeah, he's a Mary Sue because the games are not supposed to be like good stories. They're just like, wouldn't it be fun to shoot a bunch of aliens?
Yeah, and it is.
And it's really fun.
It turns out it's the most fun thing there is murder. And that's not me saying that. That's Master Chief.
Killing spree.
While the other Spartans all have traits that truly distinguish them apart, like Kelly's speed, Linda's sniping, or Grace's explosive expertise.
Linda. If your name's Linda, you can't be in
Spartan.
Halo, by the way.
I also really like-
You gotta have a name like Klebulon or
This is
something.
such a gamer's understanding of like story structure, where they're like, he doesn't have any like character flaws. Like Kelly. Kelly's good at speed. Or Linda, who's good at sniping.
She has no CQC.
Yeah, there's not like
Remember
a
in Grace of Wrath how none of the characters were good at sniping?
my main flaw is that I'm really good at explosives. That's my big character trait, is that I love grenades.
I drive the Warthog. Where we going, Chief? That's what I say in there.
All the Chief really has is, quote, best leader who's lucky. Since the books that he stars in are related to how
You're
he became
underselling
such a good
him.
leader, his character has effectively remained static until 343 took the franchise over, which is one positive that came out of it. The reason he has such a massive fan base, however, is because back in 2003, story wasn't too important. You just needed a distinguishable character that looked cool to have people rally behind them. Since Master Chief was the mascot character of a whole new console and the main character of the best game on said console, of course he got a giant fan base. They just tended to be blinded when it comes to how weak he actually is as a character.
Blinded?
Again, because he's not specifically good at speed.
I'm sorry, but if you save the whole Earth from the Covenant, you cannot be overrated.
No.
These bastards.
How dare they?
I don't know what they exactly want from us, but I don't like it.
I can't believe someone would ever dare say that
They're like really
Master
tall.
Chief's overrated.
They're like super mutants in Fallout, right? Like, they're like big guys.
They're very big, yeah.
Yeah, so they're big. I don't like that. What if they squash me? They're big like our Spartans who we respect.
Wait, who's big?
The Covenant.
Oh, so the Covenant, some of them are big. They're like a collective of alien races.
Yeah, okay. I understand that, and then there's different enemy types
Yeah.
in that way, but like also like, okay, so the Covenant wins the war, hypothetically.
Sure.
Then what?
What do you mean then what?
Like, what is that bad?
It's bad for the humans.
And why? What do they want?
They would die.
They just want to kill all the humans?
I think they do want to, yeah, probably want to take over, our planets or whatever.
I don't know that.
I think also
I don't know that.
I think they might want to activate the Halo rings.
First of all, you cannot activate those Halo
that's what
rings
they might wanna
unless
do.
the flood comes
This
back.
is the problem, is that I don't think video games are good stories, like kind of fundamentally. I know that everyone argues like, are video games art?
Jeremy,
I kind of just don't
I
think
don't
so.
think you can say that on
People
air.
will get mad. But I generally when there's cutscenes and stuff like that, I'm like, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
Jeremy,
And I skip through them.
that's where the story is.
I just want to shoot the aliens.
Did you even see the 90-minute end of Metal Gear Solid 4?
I've been skipping through all the cutscenes in the new Zelda game, and I have a few friends who are genuinely, I think, a little upset with me. about
Yeah,
it.
I'm like kind of upset with you a little bit. I'm not even playing that game.
Every fucking cutscene is so long, and they're all just like, well, there's a dark wizard in these worlds who I think is using his darkness.
You can't
to
make
take
fun of the
over
Dark Wizard
world.
when you are literally pretending to be Link all day.
But I'm like, I get
That's
it.
relevant information
I know
for
who
you.
the Dark Wizard is. His name is Ganondorf. I've played him 1,000 hours in Smash Bros.
You should.
My
So,
question
do you
is-
think Master Chief is overrated or not?
No. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Sorry, he's good at luck.
If anything, he's underrated.
Yeah, thank you.
Because he's so important to humans.
Now,
We have so many questions.
okay, you're
we
right.
must move on to the next one.
We
But
must.
we both agree on the first one. Master Chief is not overrated.
Not overrated, underrated if anything.
Okay, so question 2.
Question
If you're
2.
still listening, thank you, by the way. Because we're going to really get into a lot of interesting stuff in this.
Why is Master Chief so iconic if he barely has a personality?
He saves us from the Covenant. Next
He
question.
saves us from the fucking What do you want from him? A
They're going to
personality?
activate the Halo rings.
Oh, yeah.
This
Master
is not
Chief,
a joke.
Master Chief saves us from the Covenant, and also he's a womanizer. Like, shut up.
Womanizer, yo, a womanizer, Master Chief.
What would be a good personality trait for Master Chief?
Somebody
to
make
have
that parody.
Other
Put
than
that
cool
out.
guy. And also tag us in it if you make
Yeah,
it.
also, so it's like a Britney Spears parody, and the song name is Womanizer, parentheses, Master Chief. Wait, it's the same song, but she says Master Chief in it. And that's the idea for the thing.
That's a good idea.
Okay, so I don't think we have to read the question for this.
Do you want to read this guy's answer?
No,
Or
that's what I'm
no?
saying is I don't think we have to do. It's going to be like another essay.
Oh my god,
Look at
it's
this.
so long.
Look at this bullshit. He saves you from the Covenant. You would be a stain on their boots.
I can't read this.
I don't know if they have boots. I don't know what they look like. And you know what the thing is I think of them and I think of the Gears of War guys because I thought that was a cooler series. They have chainsaws on their guns. It doesn't make any sense.
I genuinely am a little sad I didn't look up more Master Chief stuff before this episode, which is pathetic.
Yeah, I did. I blindsided Jeremy.
Yeah.
I wanted him to go in raw. I wanted
Yeah.
him to bust
We
this
need
podcast
the raw Jeremy Master Chief knowledge.
Okay, question 3. Why isn't Master Chief ever promoted?
What would he be promoted to? Double Master Chief? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, in the military, there is a real Master Chief rank, and you can, I think, go above it. You could be like general. Like general is higher than master. Why isn't he general
like
chief?
Commander Chief?
Commander. First of all, if you're ever promoted to the rank of Supreme Commander, that is the best.
But the thing is, Master Chief isn't good at like strategy. You don't need a guy who's 9 feet tall
He
in
finishes
your
the
war room to be like, what if we put the army a little bit over here? Like,
Yeah,
he's the guy
okay.
you drop in
To
and he
finish
just
the
kills
fight.
everybody.
He finishes the fight.
He finishes the fight. And he does it at a time when people are crazed about the Iraq War, which
Yeah.
is kind of what that is.
By the way, poor job finishing that fight. Yeah, all we did was kind of make ISIS.
Yeah. What
For-
if Master
or-
Chief made the Covenant version of ISIS?
And, he might, because I haven't played the game.
Where's Arbiter in all this?
Oh, wait, so I have a question. Is Cortana, so Cortana is Master Chief's blue girlfriend who lives in his
Yeah.
phone? And,
Okay, so here's the thing about Cortana, though. So the woman who runs the Spartan program, who kidnaps all these kids and trains them to be super soldiers,
Okay.
her name is Dr. Catherine Halsey. Cortana is an AI that is designed to look and sound exactly like her.
again, Jeremy knows nothing about the franchise.
So Master Chief's like buddy, who everyone jokes is like kind of his girlfriend, is his mom as well. So there is a
Okay.
little bit of
well,
weird
that actually
Freudian.
is a perfect circle for some people.
Oh, but he doesn't have enough personality because he's not good at sniping specifically.
yeah. Well,
He's
guess
dating
what?
his mom,
He's
idiot.
dating his mom,
And she's blue.
and he's 9 feet tall.
It's not be tall.
Yeah,
that?
that's why he's not promoted. Is because
Because what would you promote him to?
I think it's a misunderstanding intentionally. Like he is at the top of his use capability in his field. He's not the brain of the operation.
He would be terrible if you put him in like an office.
Yeah, sure.
He's too tall.
And you want him to like scan documents? What is that? What you want? I assume that's what you do at a certain level in the army. That you got to like do some clerical stuff.
What if he like became like a governor or something? Like, sometimes like army vets will like run for Senate.
Yeah,
Like, you don't
or
need like
like
Senator Master Chief. He's still in the armor.
like Ulysses S. Grant became president.
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah, and you also
Secretary
have to
of Defense.
you have to publish your memoirs at a certain level too. And
yeah, that would be
I can't
interesting.
see him using his giant fingers for that purpose.
No.
Any purpose that isn't murder or pleasuring his mother,
He's really good at murder.
who lives in his phone.
He is really good at pleasuring his mother who lives in his phone.
And how does he pleasure her? By
Cortana.
murdering aliens.
Every game, pretty much, Cortana turns evil.
What?
Yeah. That's
Why
a
would
whole
she
thing.
turn evil?
She gets corrupted a lot, and then a lot of the plot is like Master Chief's got to save Cortana. That's a lot of them.
What?
Master Chief is constantly
From
saving
what I understand
Cortana.
about Cortana,
She's
she's
an
like
AI.
not like a real lady. So how is she? I mean, what would be the point of corrupting her?
She's actually like one of the realest ladies ever.
You know, we have Cortana questions coming up. So
Okay.
he wasn't promoted because he's at the top of his skill tree,
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any like actual funny answers.
or even like any that just tell you a lot about the Navy. I'd appreciate.
Yeah, he's a good soldier. I
This
don't
is
know,
the
'cause he's
one
Master
Quora
Chief.
community where no cops have showed up to tell you about the time they shot a guy.
Master Chief is the highest achievable enlisted rank in the Navy. Therefore, in order for him to become an officer, he would have to go to college to become an officer. It's the same way the Navy works. So he'd have to go to
Okay.
college.
Because
Imagine
he'd
going
have to go to college. That's
and
why he's
you-
not promoted.
You're doing like a group project, and your fucking group project buddy is Master Chief.
Hold this beaker, Master Chief.
Let's meet up in the library.
I'm busy tomorrow. Can somebody handle my part?
I'm finishing my homework.
I have football practice.
He plays football.
I
He'd
assume
be
he
good
could.
at it.
He would be good at it. Master Chief, if you're listening, try out. Everyone's waiting for you to try out.
This answer is fun. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just the first sentence. Well, if you read the books, the answer seems pretty simple, at least to me. And then he goes on to explain it.
All right. Well, you'd have to go to college is the answer.
If they stuck him on a warship leading a fleet of ships, he would be brilliant, sure. But he probably would have died from the technologically superior Covenant ships, and the war would have been lost.
Yeah, so
Why would you even ask that?
that's
dumbass?
so we're just asserting that infantry wins wars. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Is Master Chief a real U.S. Armed Forces rank in the
one-
Navy and Coast Guard?
That one's just yes, right?
That one's just yes.
He has an embarrassing story. Do we want to read it, or is it going to be boring?
It will certainly be boring.
Should we read it though?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I have an embarrassing story. The first day I reported to Admiral staff on the USS Kitty Hawk. It didn't start it out well. I was a third-class petty officer and had spent a year and a half on a communication station in the backwaters of the Philippines. Officers wore white uniforms, and I hardly ever saw a chief. So here I was, first time on a ship. They tell me to report to the personnel office in Admiral's territory. Look for the black tie with white stars. So I start walking down the passageway and pass a Marine and see the stars. I spot the office.
No one
the
on this
door the
website
opposite
could
wall.
just like be like, one time I slipped and poop. There you go. There's the story. Just write a novel for you every
The
time.
door on the opposite wall opens and this guy steps out with his back to me. I say, "Morning, Chief." He turns and glares at me. I see 5 rows of ribbons, pilot wings, parachute wings, and gold cord on his left shoulder with the rank of commander. I quickly said, "Sorry, sir." He says, "Just reporting?" I nodded. He opens the door to the office and announces to the 6 people in the room, "This young petty officer just promoted me to chief." You see, he was wearing khaki, which was the color uniform that chiefs wore at my last command. Turns out he was the flag secretary. And for the next 4 months that he was on staff, he would remind me of the promotion I gave him. It was just in jest, but I never made that mistake again.
Could you imagine calling the flag secretary chief? I'd never get over it. I would definitely I'd be on the internet years later being like, you're not going to
believe this story.
I mean, you know the folly of human minds. Well, one time I was on a ship, I saw some khakis and just started firing from the hip.
All right, this is an important question. Who would
Okay.
win in a fight between Master Chief and Kratos?
This is interesting, isn't it?
Now, I've never played a God of War game.
That you haven't played God of War?
Nope.
Well,
not
you know
once.
generally what he does.
Yeah, he apparently has sex with women.
He has,
We talked about this last episode, and I looked it up
Yeah.
2 episodes ago. And the cutscenes of the sex stuff it's
Explicit.
insane. Oh, a mouse just went by.
oh, well, it's a good thing the apartment's full of cats. Although they're kind of useless with that.
Sorry,
But
I don't mean
anyway,
to
please
dox
could
you
we
like that.
focus on Kratos and Master Chief? Because the first thing you got to realize is around half of the questions are, could Master Chief kill this guy? And this is the first of many.
Well, what do you think?
What were you saying about the cutscenes?
Oh, it's filled with porn.
Yeah, well, he's Kratos. You know he's getting it wet.
I didn't realize it's. We were joking last time about like press X to come. That's like in the game.
Yeah, no, I wasn't joking.
That's crazy.
I was emphatically encouraging him to bust.
Yeah, I couldn't. It was weird. It was
he needs to clear his mind before he goes to war. So okay, if we're talking, you could tell me all about Master Chief's
Chief does not have
accolades.
sex.
Which does make him stronger than Kratos in that way. Kratos has continued his line. I think that's cool.
That does actually kind of make him stronger.
Is there anything cooler than continuing your line? But at the same time,
Kratos is a god. Right?
I think he gets anointed to become a god.
Master Chief is not a god. He's
the whole
just a
thing
big
about
guy.
Kratos, I swear to God, I don't want to be wrong about this in a public thing. I'm pretty sure his family is killed, and then he decides to kill the god of war, and then he becomes the god of war.
Yeah.
And that's why it's called God of War.
Ares.
Yeah, that's why
war.
every scene is him going, Ares! And so he's the god of war, which I do believe does make you stronger than a Master Chief because you rip Minotaurs' heads off and stuff like that.
I think that's true. You know who would win in a fight between Master Chief and Kratos?
Who?
Us.
The
viewer.
audience. The
Also,
viewers like you.
I don't think they would fight. I think they would become friends.
They would do the strong guy's handshake.
Yeah.
Because they're both guys.
They're both cool guys.
They're two great guys. And when they view YouTubes, they ring the bell. Okay, this guy's doing physics in this answer.
This is so long.
Okay, wait. How can we accurately summarize what is happening here without reading it?
All right. Well, this guy says Kratos wins easily.
Okay, can I just read Kratos' strength paragraph here? I'm going to do it very quickly. Okay, so
should we play some music?
without knowing, please get some music up. I'll give you a second for that. Or dude, you know what? We'll do the guitar. That's pretty easy to get to. How do we know how strong Kratos is? Well, you're going to need an example. So from the post, this is by Ben Solis, who has read most Halo books. For Kratos' strength, in his fight against Kronos, Kratos catches Kronos' hand when he tries to crush him with a clap, based in a scene where Kratos stands next to Kronos' fingers, comparing it with the width of Kratos' height, which seems to be 5 times bigger than Kratos, then comparing it with the human finger's width. So we're doing science here. I measured mine to be 2 centimeters. I found that Kronos is at least 450 times bigger than a human, which would make Kronos over 810 meters tall. A human of his size would weigh 7 million metric tons. A hand represents around 1% of a human body's mass. I don't know if that's true. Meaning that Kronos' hand weighs 73,000 tons. Kronos pulled his hand from very behind him to extended left hand almost instantly. Anyway, so this keeps going for a while, and then we revert to a formula of 1/2 at the second multiplier equals s. Like we're doing physics, and then they essentially calculate that Kratos' strength is around 18 million tons, or 1.6 billion newtons.
Okay.
So that's really strong, and then he does some math for Chief's strength, and I think it ends up. It's near the bottom here. Well, the post just keeps going for a while. I think at like 10,000 newtons. So, I mean, it's got to go to Kratos, right? And everyone listening at home is like, we know it's Kratos.
But he starts talking about the different abilities. Chief has energy shields. He has thrusters, a hard light shield, a bubble shield, active camo, Promethean vision, hologram projections, and overshield.
I don't know what most of that stuff is, but would you like to make a pitch for it before I give this to Kratos handedly?
I think Kratos wins pretty easily.
18 billion newtons? It doesn't even make any sense. Conclusion.
Wait a minute. This was written by Jordan Peterson?
No. Hey, if you're listening at home, Mr. Peterson is not in this thread.
This guy's conclusion is that Kratos wins, but Chief could win if he has Forerunner weapons.
If he has Forerunner weapons, but those are rare and not standard. He also said hose are rare, but that was a typo. Hose are rare.
Hose are rare, dude.
Honey.
Long delay on the honey.
All right, that's enough of that answer.
Thank you. Fine. Who would win?
Something a little different.
Master Chief or Captain America?
I think Master Chief wins this one.
I think Master Chief wins it because they're like the same guy, but one has fancy space armor. Next question.
Who would win, Master Chief or John Wick?
Oh, that is a great question. So John Wick also has the ability of luck, I would argue.
I think Master Chief is going to murder John Wick so easily.
John Wick dies at the last John Wick, so I mean, and if Master Chief was in there, I don't think it would be much of a problem, folks. I don't think you'd have such an issue with a Russian bouncer the way John Wick does.
What if Batman got the Green Lantern ring?
I don't.
This is how it feels.
That.
It's like
it's not stupid.
John Wick.
It's the Master Chief episode.
What if the Arbiter sucked his own dick?
No one is asking these questions except Quora, and we're an important research podcast.
John Wick teamed up with Gravemind.
This guy's also doing physics in here, which I do.
John Wick is a normal guy. John Wick is a normal guy. He cannot kill Master Chief. Master Chief can go on killing sprees even.
Killing spree.
Can I just say this one's interesting? Who would win, Master Chief versus Han Solo and Chewbacca?
Easily Master Chief. Chewbacca is just a dumb version of a brute. Yeah, Master Chief is ripping his arms off.
First of all, Chewbacca is so strong.
Han Solo is a guy.
But he has the Wookiee crossbow.
Yeah, but Master Chief's got overshield. So you shoot him once, big deal. Master Chief you shoot Han Solo one time, he's dead.
Han Solo and Chewbacca. It's not either or. There's double your trouble. And Han Solo.
Linda was there.
Is the question who would win, Master Chief and Linda versus Han Solo and Chewbacca? No, it's not. It's just Master Chief by himself. And he's just all alone and he's scared. And that's going to affect him for certain. And Han Solo is known for his trickery, bar none. Yeah. First of all and foremost.
How quickly has Master Chief done the Kessel Run?
He's never even done it.
No, wait,
he's never even done the Kessel Run.
I think that's what it's called.
I think all he does is he jacks off all goddamn day.
Does the suit jack him off? That's the question people always have. Does the suit jack him off? And I want to know, where does the cum go?
I was like the space suit question.
Yeah.
Yeah, like where's the pee go?
Where does the cum go?
Where does the cum go? I do think he's probably getting jacked off a little bit.
He's eating that cum, I think, though.
I think it would be unrealistic to be like, okay, Master Chief, you're going to fight the Covenant and never jack off. Unless, of course, you get into the fact that we have, like, they have cleared his mind to become, like, a human doll.
He's not, because he can talk and
the
stuff.
amount you are willing to go to bat that Master Chief is like a normal guy. He's just one of the boys.
I would love to hang out with Master Chief.
I think he's probably
Give me a
bored.
beer. What are you doing, Master Chief? Finishing this kebab.
I bet he could have so many beers because he's so tall. Yeah. There's no way you could outdrink
He's like
Master
Andre
Chief.
the Giant.
He's like Andre the Giant, but he's not going to die young unless he's murdered by the Covenant.
Master Chief is canonically like 50 in the games.
That's so cool.
He's a cool guy.
He knows so much more about life than I do.
His name is John.
That's the thing I like least out of this entire thing, by the way, is their names are John and Linda.
It's all biblical shit, I think. John 117 is like some Bible verse.
It's also just the most common name in the fucking world.
Jonathan. John Wick is also a John.
Yeah, John versus John.
What is that? What's that all about?
We agreed Master Chief would kill him. Anyway, I would like to finish my pitch for Han Solo and Chewbacca. Han Solo, he's tricking you. He's going to trick you.
I don't think he's that tricky of a guy. I think he gets tricked.
What do you mean he's not that tricky of a guy?
Lando tricks him.
He's a smuggler.
He's a smuggler.
He tricks the Death Star.
He's a nerf herder.
You're just saying these slurs to get clout online. We'll give this one to Master Chief just because you're being so stubboron about it. Who would win in a fight, Master Chief or Samus? Now, this is interesting because they both be looking like robot guys.
Yeah, but Samus famously a girl.
Samus is a girl, and keep that in mind because that's going to come up later.
When you beat Halo, they don't show you Master Chief in his undies. I'll tell you that much.
Don't you see his face finally?
No. He takes off his helmet, but the camera pans down. And then if you
that's
mod
out
it,
of respect.
If you mod it to move the camera back up and see what his face looks like,
yeah,
it's just another Master Chief helmet.
Well, that sucks. Samus, I don't know if Samus has superhuman strength or anything. Outside of the suit, I think she loses. because she's not genetically modified as far as, and you know what? I'm now backing into Metroid lore because I don't know any of this either. She might as well be John Wick to me. I'd love to have a beer with Samus.
I would love that.
I'm a feminist and an ally. What?
Yeah, well, she's Zero Suit Samus when she's got just the blue suit on.
Yeah, she's got a suit on. She's got a cool suit.
Yeah. She seems like a fun time.
She has a laser whip.
Yeah,
I think that's cool, but I don't think she has like reinforced steel legs or anything.
The only thing with Samus is that if we were hanging out with her, I know that like she wouldn't like me because I'd constantly be like, "Can you turn into a ball for us real quick?"
Oh yeah, she.
Can
hates
you just
that.
real quick turn into a ball?
She hates that, and she's like, "That's when I'm in the suit. I do that.
I'm not happy when I do that. I'm just doing it for my job."
I don't like fitting in small tunnels.
Samuses only do that when they're upset.
Hey, I'm off the clock. Don't ask me to do a puzzle right now.
Hey, why don't you tell me a joke, asshole? I'm like, I'll tell you a joke if you turn to a ball. That's like a totally fair trade.
Yeah, that would absolutely be.
I'd be happy to do that.
I would
be my joke.
I'd look up a joke. Yeah, I'd look up. I'd like to find a joke book.
Yeah.
Then set a series of traps for her and her ball. See if she can get out of them. She can. She's Samus.
She's Samus.
I do think in the ball, like I don't think Master Chief's ever dealt with a ball.
You'd kick it like a soccer ball. I think. Just go boom.
You love Master Chief so much, man.
He's a normal guy.
It's so pathetic how much you think Master Chief would
He's
like
cooler than Jorge, one of the other Spartans.
There's a guy named Jorge?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Give
weird
them
ones.
better names. Okay, why does Master Chief kill Cortana?
I don't think I got to that game.
Is it in the game? Oh, it's Halo 5.
This is Halo 5. I never really got that far. Cortana turns evil all the time.
Yeah,
Most
I mean,
Halo games are an allegory for
here's the thing.
how dudes rock.
If your mother is your girlfriend and she's evil once, shame on
you. No,
her. She turns evil two
again.
to another 4 times, shame on me. And you have to finish the fight in that situation.
And he finishes the fight in Halo 3, to be clear. So Halo 4...
Which fight?
Against the Covenant.
Don't you play as the Covenant sometimes? Or is that the Arbiter?
You can play as the Arbiter, who is an alien, but he weaves the Covenant, and he's like a rogue, and he's friends with Master Chief. And they probably kiss when the cameras aren't on.
What does his mouth look like?
It's like 4 mouths. It's weird.
How would you kiss somebody?
It opens
like that?
4 ways.
Like a lot of animals don't kiss specifically because their mouths are not.
I think
like
I've seen
mouths.
some drawings where I'm pretty sure Arbiter can kiss.
I don't want a mouse to be in my house. I hope it escaped wherever it was.
Too. I felt bad saying it even. It felt like I was like a curse or something.
Like I'm not gonna stop the show and find the mouse, but I wish the Arbiter was here so it could take care of this situation by popping that thing in its jaws.
Wake waffles. Where's our producer?
Yeah, where's our? He doesn't have any teeth either. He's kind of useless. I think maybe we get Luna in the picture. Luna do her thing over here. Okay, so wait, did we want to read any of that one?
Do you want to know why? I mean, I don't.
Oh, so anyway, this person, he argues Cortana is still alive.
I like that he says, I see many variants of this question today. It's so true. He says it like a politician. You know,
I'm tired of people asking why does Master Chief kill Cortana
every single day and ask if Master Chief could beat John Wick in a fight. And I tell those good people, if I'm president, I will find out.
I tell those good people they're both named John.
They're both named John.
Something
and that's an American name.
Too many Americans forget they're both John.
We need to come together.
How much time has it been? Has it been a million years or has it been 3 seconds? I cannot tell.
Apparently Cortana is still alive. I don't know anything about fucking Halo.
Yeah, me neither, man. This sucks.
All right, let's read this one.
Okay, this is good. What is Master Chief's overall kill count? I think this could have a good answer.
He's on a spree.
Wait, definitely a spree. Hunter Taylor has a good answer, but it neglects the books. I don't know. Do you know Hunter Taylor?
No, I do
Is that
not.
somebody in Halo? Oh, there's a TLDR at the bottom. Thank God.
Great.
We need more of these on Quora. The technology hasn't fully come across yet. They're mostly a Reddit thing.
And we didn't read.
It's in the millions of Covenant and billions of Flood. Does he
billions of Forerunner Promethean constructs.
Wow, so he's like a mass murderer then, huh?
Wait.
How does he kill billions of anything?
Deadliest humans alongside Vice Admiral Whitcomb. Who the fuck is that?
Oh, you know, Vice Admiral Whitcomb. He's not as high as Master Chief in the ranks, but he's got a lot of heart.
Who is that?
I don't know.
I'm genuinely
Don't
confused.
ask me who Vice Admiral Whitcomb is.
I wasn't sure if it was like a real guy. For some reason in my head, I was waiting for
No.
yeah, Master Chief's the
No.
second most deadliest guy after George W. Bush.
After Abraham Lincoln.
Admiral Whitcomb. The fuck is this?
It's another Halo guy.
Oh, it is a Halo guy.
There's no one in the real world who's killed billions of anything.
I don't
It's
know
too
who
big
this
of a
man
number.
is. Well, I thought it was like an ironic thing. Well,
First of all, I'll say they got to promote him to Admiral. They got to promote him to Admiral.
Yeah, he's a vice
It
admiral.
is kill
right?
count. That's just politics.
Danforth. This guy's name is Danforth. How do you feel about that? Is that better than Linda?
Yeah, that's a good sci-fi name,
He's got a
Danforth.
great mustache, dude.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. And the fact that he's murdered so many lives makes me like him more.
It seems that he's just in the books. He's a books only character.
How many of the books have you read?
0.
Sure.
I'm not reading a fucking Halo book. I'm an adult man.
Yeah, sure. I don't think you've read any of them. You actually know nothing about Master Chief.
I will read the Wikipedia pages because they are fun.
Okay.
All right.
Boy.
Well, now we know about
fuck.
Admiral Whit.
Shit.
All right.
Wait, did we have? Oh, it was billions and millions was the answer.
A lot
So
of
why?
people.
How did he kill so many? He dropped like.
He did. I don't know. He did the Halo or something.
Did he do
Do
the Halo?
Halo.
You played the. Oh, but you skip all the cutscenes.
Yeah, I don't really read that shit.
It's
I also
so
haven't played a
frustrating.
Halo game since I was a child.
It's so frustrating trying to teach you as your teacher. Knowing that you're going, then you're pulling up the game, you're skipping the cutscenes, you're not getting any of the lore.
No.
How'd he kill all these fucking people?
Do you think they count the multiplayer in this calculation? Because that shouldn't count.
No, that's not always him. Oh, because he's Master Chief killing Master Chiefs?
That's silly.
Yeah, you're just a Spartan in multiplayer.
Yeah, you're just a guy.
That's why you can change the color.
Yeah.
And you get the jetpack.
That's where red versus blue comes from.
And it's so funny.
It is pretty fun.
They really know how to make you laugh at red versus blue.
Yeah.
What was your favorite red versus blue joke?
The calling the warthog a puma. Oh man.
Okay.
Oh, rooster teeth.
Okay, so
All right.
this is good. Why is he
Master
so
Chief,
fixated on Cortana?
Why is Master Chief so fixated on Cortana? Okay, because it's his mommy.
Yeah, that our answer is his
Because
mommy.
it looks like his mommy.
and she gave him the suit that jacks him off.
she jacks him off.
But
in
where
the
does
suit.
it come go?
He puts the little AI thing in his brain,
Mm.
and then I imagine she's jacking him off in there.
Yeah, she's got to be. Otherwise, why is he
That's
always,
the danger
he's
of
listening
AI.
all the time?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's something really unsettling about such a big guy like Master Chief.
He's normal. He's just regular.
You want to date Master Chief so badly.
He's taken. He's dating Cortana.
Could you read the answer?
Because she's been with him through more than just any other person. I believe they were separated in Halo 2, although I could be wrong. So that means she was with him through several operations to destroy Halos, as well as going through Requiem with him. She's one of the only people who actually understands him and has experienced what he has, except for the other members of Blue Team.
Wait, there's a real blue team?
I think so, yeah.
I thought that was just like a joke for multiplayer.
They're not literally blue.
They're just called blue team.
Yeah, I think
because Master Chief is green. Sorry, liberals.
It's the color of money.
Oh, but Master Chief can be all kinds of he's green.
He's green. He's a green-blooded American.
He wears the green suit. He's like a croc.
He's notably green.
He's so green.
And when he calibrates it, he looks up, and then he looks down, and then he looks left, and then he looks right.
Yeah, I've seen that. And you can adjust the brightness on your television during that part. But also at this time, I would say
like this
Cortana,
answer.
not a real lady, and she lived in the phone.
This feels like it was written by Cortana, where he's like, because she actually understands him better than anybody, and she loves him so much.
Oh, this is funny. About the author, Caleb Dyrud is a licensed 107 UAS pilot.
This guy's in the military.
Yeah. This is what he's working on over there is the Cortana operations. Okay, here's a good question.
Oh, this is a good
How
one.
badass is Master Chief?
I'd say pretty badass.
Well, at what point are you a villain if you murder all these life forms, I guess is the question. Because this is the step that Ender's Game takes that Halo does
does
take.
not do this.
Halo is never like, you ever wonder why we're killing all these freaking bugs?
Halo goes, if you ask that in Halo, they're like, because they're bad.
They're bad.
They're ugly.
They're really big and sometimes small.
Yep.
And the
Some
flood
of them
is
are
here.
called jackals.
What is the flood, by the way?
The flood is
the
like
quickest
Okay.
way you could tell me.
1,400 years ago. There was no, I'm just kidding. The flood is like a zombie thing. It's like a zombie curse that like gets onto people and aliens and turns them into like little nasty zombies.
I don't know. It kind of sounds like this religious order is probably correct if the flood is a real zombie race that chases them.
Yeah.
And so maybe Master Chief was wrong to do it to him, even though he had to do it to him.
Yeah, I think the prophets of the covenant are corrupt or something. I don't remember. Who cares?
I don't know. It's first of all, you got to get out and vote if you're in the covenant. If you're in line, stay in line. We are gonna end this war with Master Chief.
Should we read any of this?
There's no TLDR.
Let's read just like the first.
I would like to read the last sentence.
Okay.
Chief is way more badass than people give him credit for, and I hope I answered your question.
Can we read the beginning too?
Okay.
How badass is Master Chief? Let me put it this way. When Chief was barely 14, he killed and incapacitated 5 of the most elite UNSC operators with single punches. Imagine SEAL Team 6 level, but cranked up to 11 on steroids.
That's not what I imagine SEAL Team 6 does. I don't think they go around punching guys ever, really.
Ripped an arm off a 10-foot mech suit and kicked it 9 yards away. It was able to dodge point blank gunfire like it was no big deal.
Wow.
Let me stress, this was when he was 14 years old. When Chief got older, Halo 2 to 3 era, flipping 3.5-ton warthogs into the air with one hand was light work.
Wait, so is he 14 in Halo 1?
No. He's like 40.
That's a book. That's a book thing.
Also, when they say like flipping a warthog, that's just like if your warthog gets stuck, you can like press X to flip it. I don't think that's like
Well,
canon.
it would be impressive. That's like if you anger the lacrosse team and they pick
Yeah.
your car up and turn it sideways in the high school parking lot.
That would be impressive.
That happens sometimes. You get enough angry boys, they turn your car sideways.
Does this happen,
But
you
Master
ask?
Chief wouldn't need other boys because he could do it by himself, and that's how badass he is.
Hell, one time the man was sprinting at 45 miles an hour while headshotting jackals 30 yards away and pulling the trigger on his Magnum so fast the shots were bleeding together. But that's all just the start.
It's a lot longer.
I can't read the rest of
cannot
this.
read the
It
whole
keeps
thing,
going
but the answer
forever.
is so badass.
He's so fucking badass.
He's way more badass.
Somewhere
than
in the
you
middle
think.
of this, he goes like, that's why I feel like he's more badass than someone like Doomslayer. It's like, okay.
Who's Doomslayer?
The guy from Doom.
That guy's just named Doomslayer?
Yeah, well.
See, that is a better name than John, though.
The thing about Doomslayer is that they only decided like 5 years ago that's his name. And officially, his name was always just Doom Guy before that.
That's awesome. That's a way better name.
Doom Guy rules.
Doom Guy is a great name. What's our next question?
Okay.
Okay, now we're getting, so we have 2 more here. These are the most pressing ones, and I think that we should spend some time on them.
Okay. Should we make Halo's Master Chief a homosexual in the next game to be more inclusive?
Now, this is written by Connor Holcomb, avid gamer and even more avid Halo fan.
What do you think?
Oh, wait,
before we
no,
get into
he
it?
did the answer.
He did the answer. My question is, what do you think?
Oh, so what do I think?
First of all, I think that he is gay and he's dating.
So
the
I wouldn't
Arbiter.
even rule out that he's gay based on like the things in the game because he doesn't date anybody except for his phone girlfriend,
Yeah.
which isn't really like.
They're not really dating in the game.
If you're dating a hologram, it doesn't matter what shape it is.
He's
you
like
know?
straight up in the movie Her.
Yeah, he's living the movie Hurt. And that's what I've been thinking this whole episode. And I've been bottling it up, keeping it down. Keep it to yourself. We're talking Halo today. We're talking Halo. We can't talk about that. But guess what? It's pretty much exactly Joaquin Phoenix and Her.
I think that AI art is like destructive for the industry. But if someone could like do an AI filter over the movie Her so that it's Master Chief and Cortana, that would rock.
That would be really good, and it would be art in that way.
would be art.
And we would have to support it in that case.
Yeah.
We'd have to change our minds. And so, yeah, they should make him homosexual to make the game more inclusive.
I love men.
Was this a big backlash in the community with the gay Halo players? Like, and you know, no one in this game represents me. I can't connect with any of the chiefs.
All the parts where Master Chief is fucking women is just getting out of hand.
Now, if they said, well, they make Kratos gay in the next game, I'd be like, you know what? It's
That's
only
more
fair.
interesting because he fucks a lot of women in those games.
He's canonically Greek. You're going to tell me he's not sucking one dick? Are you kidding me?
I don't think he
You're
would
lucky
care.
if it's an adult. Literally an ancient Greek man.
That'd be such a funny thing of like the game has a part where you have to fuck a guy and the developer's just like, be thankful it's an adult. We could have made it a kid.
It would have been easy for us.
You should be thanking us.
We would just make the little polygon smaller.
Oh, we would just slide that down.
We'd give him a little cap to show that he's a fun lad.
You're welcome.
But anyway.
He's just gay.
And that's not to conflate the two. It's just that's the thing about ancient Greece.
It's just what they did.
It's what they did. It's what they did. It's like literally, like this hasn't been an episode that's been really revealing about us as people. And I want to be on the record. I don't like that they did that.
This is our weirdest episode we've
I
ever
don't like
done.
that Plato did that, and then we have to hear his crazy cave ideas, or like, what if a mongoose stole from a fish, or whatever his bullshit was all the time.
He's always talking about that.
I'm thinking of Aesop there, but what's a second Plato thing? Can you think
I
of
don't
one?
know.
How many Covenant did Plato kill? Zero.
Who knows?
None.
0. He was too busy having
Buckets.
sex with children, probably.
His mentorship. That's how, people complain about this intern system, but at least we've made long strides from the ancient Greece
I keep thinking of like
mentorship tradition.
little clever flips on like pedophilia, and I'm like, I'm not gonna. What are we gonna do?
What are we doing here?
What is this?
Anyway, yeah, they should make him gay. There's a long answer about how he shouldn't date anyone
All right,
because
well,
he doesn't do that.
I think
but-
this is a great answer. Spartans are already technically fall into the LGBTQ community because they are, for the most part, asexual / aromantic.
Great Quora answer. Hot Quora answer. Master Chief is LGBT. He gets his own flag.
Master Chief on the fucking
He is
flag.
ace. He's hardcore and ace and sober.
That's like when you see like the fucking Lockheed Martin Pride March. It's like
He's vegan. And he's killed billions of people.
Master Chief's allowed at fucking Pride. He's aromantic. Also, he's a mass murderer.
He's the greatest murderer in human history.
He's the #1 weapon ever created.
I mean, up with Vice Admiral Whitcomb.
His name is Danforth.
Okay. I
Wait,
think
no. We have to read more
I
of
just
his
wanted
answer,
just
no?
checking something. Okay, yep.
They were raised from age 6 without any influence from the outside world. No romance movies. Sorry, romance movies. I don't know why I said
Romance movies.
Romance.
Yeah, if Master Chief started watching Friends, his grandma would come in and say, they kiss in this, and she'd turn it off.
No romance movies or books to awaken their sexuality. They were raised to be soldiers and soldiers alone, not lovers, not social creatures by any definition. Spartans were to be seen as stoic, cold-hearted soldiers. Making the Master Chief homosexual, let alone giving him any romance at all, would be entirely out of character. Romance in the Halo series is for the Marines, ODSTs, and Spartan 4s alone.
Romance is for the Marines.
Keep those,
We say that
keep it
every
in those
week.
bounds. Locke, Thorn, Vale, Tanica, homosexual? Sure. But the Spartan 2s have no place being romantic.
Spartan 2s have no place being romantic. Thanks for writing in.
Here's the thing. This is such a funny, like, take on aromantic, asexual people. It's like, we all know asexual people raised from birth to be like that due to the government.
They're born to kill. They have no time for love.
I find that the people who, like, their parents never let them have, like, romance movies or anything like that are the most
They're
freaky.
nasty pervs.
You know what I mean? Like, because then they have to become horny about, like, normal shit.
My grandma wouldn't let me watch Boy Meets World one
Really?
time when she was over. And I was like, I watched this, though. Topanga
parents
is an
let
important
me.
figure in my life. And so anyway, Master Chief didn't have that.
Yeah, I'm trying to
And
think.
yet he's still asexual hardcore.
Yeah.
And he's LGBT. Thank you for writing in. Our final question, and this is the most important one of the entire episode.
Okay.
I think we can all agree this is the best episode we've ever done, and everyone loves it. Everyone wants more of this. But the last question, And this is answered by somebody who's already answered a question today. Is Master Chief a girl?
This is such a perfect question because it's answered by the guy who answered the first one. It's such a like fucking I don't know.
It's a Chekhov's gun.
Ouroboros. Where the fuck that word is.
Ouroboros. It's the ultimate Ouroboros.
Is that the word with the snake that eats its own butt?
Ouroboros. Ouroboros.
Whatever. Is Master Chief a girl? Baron says, "Yeah, man, you got it. Master Chief's a girl."
Oh my god!
If this is misconception is from watching,
if I wrote this question and then read the 2 ... that follow that sentence, I would uninstall the internet from my computer. I'd be like, "This is for Minesweeper now." I am not going online again. Not after that is Master Chief a girl incident. Oh my goodness.
What do you think? Is Master Chief a girl? I think no.
Well, you don't see his body.
No. He could be anybody under that mask.
All we know is his name is John, and he was made essentially in a lab, and it seems like he probably wouldn't be a girl. Based on everything else we know about
canonically
him.
a boy, but I don't know his inner heart.
I mean, they're calling him he, him the whole time, so...
Yeah.
Out there, maybe they're dead naming Master Chief, and it's like Master Chief has decided...
We can't do this bit.
I'm just saying, I'm thinking of a single way Master Chief could be a girl. Because Master Chief in any other way is not a girl.
If Master Chief was trans.
Then Master Chief could be a girl, but Master Chief isn't a girl.
It's true. No, yeah, you're
Master Chief isn't a girl.
He simply isn't.
He simply...
Folks, we tried to think of if he could be.
We couldn't think of a single way.
We did the math.
It's impossible.
You might be thinking of Linda, who is
You're
good
thinking
at
of Linda.
sniping.
If you put her in the iron sights, you're yesterday's lunch.
Yeah, you're fucked,
You're
dude.
done for. If Linda's got you in her sights.
Well, I hope you're happy. We did the Master Chief episode.
What does the last sentence here say?
I don't know. If this is misconception is from
if this-
watching Haloid, then Monty Ohm has already confirmed that Spartan is Nicole, the crossover character made for Dead or Alive.
Oh, so there's confusion there.
Yeah, you can play as...
Is this about Haloid?
Is this about Haloid?
Let me just ask, is this about Haloid?
Oh, no. This tore apart the Halo community years ago, and
Not
now it has
canon.
returned. Haloid, the Haloid debates.
I'm super impressed that we read all of those could Master Chief kill the guy things, and the only one he couldn't kill was Kratos.
No, yeah, he can kill pretty much anybody.
He can kill pretty much it, and is actually...
I'd love to
killed
hang
so
out with
many-
Master Chief. He's so cool.
Hey, J-Dog. Pound the rock.
Found it, Master Chief. You're a cool guy.
Pound. Let me make sure not to break your fist.
Master Chief, let me ask you a question.
What's
Where's-
Gucci, man?
Where's all the cum go in your zoot?
It goes in a tube.
Nice.
It helps me clear my mind. And it powers my bio shield.
All right. Next
That's
week,
it. That's
Muslim Jeremy.
Next week's Muslim Jeremy. Thanks for writing in. Tell your
wait, hold on.
women
We have to
friends
ask a
about this
question.
podcast, and we're going to ask a question this week.
What do you want to ask? Something about Master Chief, I assume.
What is the greatest sin in Islam?
Can I do that?
Yeah, and if it doesn't make sense, it's better. And somebody else already asked it. Yes. Yes,
don't
they
care.
have.
I don't
Put
care.
it up. Put it on.
Apologies to whoever our guest is on the next episode.
Which we are recording tomorrow. Why does... Okay, this is something we're going to talk about later, but every time you type something in Quora now, it tries to send you to ChatGPT.
Yeah, ChatGPT
There's
is
no
now
time
auto
today.
answering.
There's no time today. It has nothing to do with Master Chief.
Finish the fight.